Kent, broadly you've had such a positive season so far, but what do you put the bad, uncharacteristic start down to tonight, particularly the first quarter?
Yeah, well, certainly it was a bad start, there's no doubt about that. I think the opposition were really on, and they made us pay. They did that for most of the night, to be fair. They were just super aggressive around the contest. They put more pressure on, and they were able to be much cleaner than us around the ball, which was critically important. They get away to a good start.
Do you think in summary it sort of demonstrates there's a bit of a gap at the moment between you and, I guess, generally speaking, the top sides at the moment? Yeah,
well, I think if you call the Collingwood certainly one of the top sides. I think the competition's still pretty even, but Collingwood, Geelong, whoever they are that are setting the pace a little bit. We knew that tonight. We knew what we were coming in to face, and we knew how good the opposition was that we were coming to face. So, we get a little reminder of that gap that you talk about. I think that's fair.
Can you take us through that spray at quarter time, obviously with Ollie and Scotty?
Oh yeah, well, I think we lost the game a little bit early in the midfield. We lost the game big in the midfield early, and they certainly were able to. Grundy got away to a good start, and our midfield weren't as clean and as decisive as they needed to be, and we got shown up clearly in that area of the ground, and we can't expose any team can't be exposed to 20 entries against, and that's what we had to deal with. And again, Collingwood put the pressure on big time, and they got a reward for it.
Was a response in the second quarter? Were you pleased with that, and how much did that mean?
Yeah, no, certainly a response. I think that's really important. I mean, I think for 40 minutes of the game we played reasonable football and we matched it with a high quality side, but that was about it, 40 minutes, because I felt like they perhaps could have won by a bit more.
Do you feel in that second quarter, you're able to slow down Collingwood's ball movement slightly?
Yeah, I think we did. As I said, for that patch, we were. You can look at it in simple terms and say we lost the first quarter by 45 points. The last bit of the three quarters of the game was okay, but it wasn't okay for us. It was just a patch in the middle where we were able to play something like what we'd like to play like, but we weren't able to do it for long enough tonight.
Looked like Brad Ebert copped a knock which prevented him from taking further part in the game. How's he pulled up?
Yeah, I just spoke to him. He said he's okay, but he's got a knee in the back of the head. I think it's what he got. So it's one of those ones that you don't take any risks, and no one should.
Not a great way to obviously celebrate a champion of the club's milestone game, but I guess he was probably one of the few guys that probably held his head high tonight.
He did what he does, doesn't he? He just kept going, Trav, and good on him for 250 games. It would be much better for us to have played a much better game for him, whether we could have won or lost or not, but we could have played a much better game in recognition of Trav. But Trav's played football. Obviously, he's played 250 games of football. He knows that you have some good days and some bad days. Yeah, we hope so, but there's no guarantee. He's got soft tissue that we thought he might have been right for tonight, but didn't quite happen. So the toll of the season starts.
How are the boys mentally after that loss, Ken? Obviously entering the showdown.
No, they're fine. No, they'll be okay. Every time you play, you get beaten. You get a good reality, and you get a whack, and it doesn't feel nice for the next, like winning. It feels great when you win, and when you lose, it doesn't feel so good. But we get it by Monday. And we got a good little break, so we get 8 days into the showdown, and that'll be a big game. It always is.
Do you need to give the first gear guys the rest at some point?
Sorry.
The guys in the first year.
Yeah, if they're playing poorly, what you do, any player, not just first year guys. I think if they're out of form, that's the reason they lose their spot in the side. I think that's not simply a first year, because obviously I've been on record quite a bit by saying it that I don't think you need to rest first year players if they're playing well. So if they're not playing well, it's a different scenario. And at the moment, I think they've all earned their spots.
I guess a few weeks ago you went over to Perth against the reigning premiers and was superb against them. Is it sort of a bit disappointing to travel again against a similarly quality team and just not really sort of turn up in the first quarter?
Oh yeah, it's really disappointing that we didn't give ourselves a chance in the game, because the first quarter was pretty much done and dusted. So that's really disappointing for us. But let's just keep track of where we're at and what we're doing and how we're doing it, and understand that we've got some stuff to still work on, and the competition is pretty hard, and you're not going to play your best footy every week. And as much as we were pumped up for the West Coast game, we'll probably feel as low for the Collingwood game. That's the way it goes. All good?